In a bunker deep inside Israel, 200 intelligence officers hunted a target once thought untouchable. Hours of surveillance, US coordination, and a single villa in Sanaa. Then Israeli jets struck. More than 20 senior Houthi leaders were killed, their prime minister among them. But Abdul Malik al-Houthi survived, vowing revenge. Now, panic grips Yemen's capital, leaders flee, and Israel signals its reach extends even into the Houthis' last refuge. The Israeli public broadcaster Kan revealed that senior defense officials instructed IDF intelligence in July to focus on targeting the Houthis in Yemen, with particular emphasis on the group's leadership in Sanaa. According to Kan's report on September 2nd, the operation followed weeks of intensive surveillance involving roughly 200 intelligence personnel working out of a classified bunker in central Israel. Representatives from US Central Command also participated in coordinating the effort. The strike, approved at the highest levels, was directed by IDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir and Major General Shlomi Binder, head of military intelligence. Israeli officials said the decision to escalate stemmed from months of Houthi missile and drone fire launched toward Israel, part of the Yemeni group's declared campaign since the Gaza war began in October 2023. According to the Wall Street Journal, Israeli intelligence pinpointed the timing and location of a senior Houthi security meeting in Sanaa just hours before it convened. The meeting gathered more than 20 officials, political leaders, military commanders, aides, and security personnel inside a villa tucked within a residential neighborhood. The Houthis deliberately avoided government compounds, hoping to minimize detection, but choosing a private home instead left their leadership concentrated in one place. IDF intelligence officers debated several possible meeting sites before confirming the villa. Once verified, approval came from both the military and the political echelon. Israeli Air Force jets then carried out the strike, which officials described as a significant intelligence and operational achievement. The journal quoted sources noting that the Houthis had long been a blind spot for Israel, making the success especially notable. Despite heavy losses for the Houthis, one key figure remained absent from the casualty list: Abdul Malik al-Houthi, the group's leader. Within hours of the airstrike, he appeared on Al Masirah TV, underscoring his survival. Nevertheless, Israeli officials stressed that he remains their top target given both his symbolic and operational centrality. Kan added that Israeli intelligence continues to track his movements. Reports indicate that Houthi leaders have adopted strict precautions for months, turning off phones, avoiding digital communications, and frequently changing locations. Even so, Israel managed to strike during a rare moment of vulnerability. Officials framed the strike as part of a larger doctrine, sending a clear message not only to the Houthis, but also to Iran and its proxy networks. Concealment no longer guarantees safety. With more than 20 senior Houthi leaders killed, Israel considers the operation a tactical success. Yet, with Abdul Malik still vowing retaliation, the Houthis remain a significant threat. For Israel, analysts suggest, this may mark the start of a broader and longer campaign designed to deter attacks from Yemen while demonstrating the growing reach of Israeli intelligence. Israeli Defence Minister Israel Katz boasted that the remainder of the Houthi leadership is running away from Yemen's capital following the Israeli strike that killed the militant group's prime minister and other top officials. Katz posted on X on September 2nd, writing that Hamas's Qatar-based leadership does the same.
The remnants of the Houthi leadership are fleeing Sanaa. Like all leaders of extremist Islamic terror, they look out for themselves and abandon the residents. So it is with the Hamas leaders in Gaza and in the luxury hotels in Qatar, and so it is with the Houthis in Yemen. We knew how to hunt them this time, and we will know how in the future as well.
Katz's post followed a report in Saudi newspaper Ashaq al-Awsat that said the remaining Houthi leadership was currently in an unprecedented state of confusion and panic after the IDF strike last week. The report said several senior Houthi leaders have fled Sanaa to more rural areas in the north of Yemen, and their families have been transported to secure locations. Houthi leaders also told all senior members not to use government buildings or gather in public places, fearing targeting by Israeli aircraft. The August 28th strike killed Houthi Prime Minister Ahmed al-Rahawi, along with several other ministers and top Houthi officials, while they attended a meeting in Sanaa, which is run by the militant group. Also, on September 2nd, the Houthis announced that they attacked a ship in the northern Red Sea with 2 drones and a missile because of its alleged connection to Israel. The group did not say when the attack happened. There was no immediate confirmation of the attack from maritime sources. Meanwhile, the Iran-backed rebel group also claimed on September 2nd to have launched 4 drones at Israel, including towards Tel Aviv. Earlier, the IDF said the Israel Air Force intercepted an unmanned aerial vehicle launched from Yemen before it entered Israeli territory. No sirens were activated in accordance with IDF policy. The IDF also said that the Houthis fired 2 missiles at Israel early on the morning of September 2nd, but that they disintegrated over Saudi Arabia. Earlier, the Yemen-based militant group claimed to have attacked the Israeli-owned tanker Scarlet Ray near Saudi Arabia's Red Sea port city of Yanbu in a rare attack off the Saudi coast. On the morning of September 3rd too, the IDF said a missile fired from Yemen was intercepted by the Air Force after sirens sounded across the center of the country. The Houthis, whose slogan calls for death to America, death to Israel, and a curse on the Jews, began attacking Israel and maritime traffic in November 2023, a month after the October 7th attack. The Houthis held their fire when a ceasefire was reached between Israel and Hamas in January 2025. By that point, they had fired over 40 ballistic missiles and dozens of attack drones and cruise missiles at Israel, including one that killed a civilian and wounded several others in Tel Aviv, prompting Israel's first strike in Yemen. Since March 18th, when the IDF resumed its offensive against Hamas in the Gaza Strip, the Houthis have launched 71 ballistic missiles and at least 23 drones at Israel. Several of the missiles have fallen short.